Hey guys, today I want to explain something about the logic MIDI effects. And the logic MIDI effects are great, but sometimes they can seem a little bit limited. And that's because when I open them up in this channel, on the plugin that I have, it's just gonna work on those channels. And you might say, well, why doesn't it work globally? At least that's what I thought. Because the other disadvantage of this is that when you have a synthesizer that doesn't have a MIDI learn function built in, this is not gonna work because it's working on that channel and the global commands then will not work. So what you have to do, if you want to do that, is send it out of Logic and import it again in Logic. And that might sound a little bit weird, but that way you can use one LFO for multiple tracks, for example. And I'll just show you how to do it, and I think you'll understand the idea. So the first step is we're gonna create a new instrument, and we're gonna choose an external MIDI instrument, and we're gonna select this use external instrument plugin. External I meant. And then we say create, and we get this instrument right here. It says external in, and I'm gonna double click that. And in MIDI destination, I should select my IAC driver, and as you can see, that is not in the list right here. So therefore, I go to my applications, and then I'll go to utilities, and then to audio MIDI setup. And there are two windows to this. It could also open up in the audio window, and then you just have to say show MIDI window or something like that, because we want this one. And here is my IAC driver, as you can see, and it's grayed out. So I'm going to double click it, and I'll select device is online, and you can see that Logic says we found a new MIDI input. So that's good. Then we can close this again, and now we go to the external in plugin again, and we can see the IAC driver bus 1 appearing there. So I'm going to select it, close this window, and now here in my MIDI effects, I'm going to choose the modulator, and I choose the LFO, and I'll just set it to channel 9 because that isn't used yet. And at the top of Logic right here, we can already see that it's receiving input. So this is just entering Logic again, so you can now use it for pretty much everything, because it's just a MIDI signal that it sees. It's not thinking of it as this modulator, it's just thinking of it as MIDI signals that are coming in the same as, for example, when you would turn a knob on your controller or anything like that. So now I can go into my synthesizer, and we can see that the value is still nicely flashing there. And I can just choose a knob and say MIDI learn, and then you'll see it starts to turn all by itself. What does this sound like? Like that. And then we can go to the modulator. We can change the rate, and we have to select a track in order to hear it. But that's how that works, and that's very handy when you have a synthesizer that doesn't have a built-in MIDI learn function such as this one, because then you can just use the global MIDI learn, and that is the one that you get to when you press Command L, and then you can still use those modulators to turn those knobs, because it won't work otherwise because of the modulator. It's just working on the channel. So I hope that makes sense. If it does not, ask me any questions, and I'll expand on this idea and show you maybe some more cool tricks of what you can do with it. So thanks for watching, and see you next video.